I promise it wasn't my fault, part 1. I promise it wasn't my fault. My date with Esme was going well so far. We met in a coffee shop, and she'd already ordered me an iced mocha. I didn't even like coffee, but she handed it to me like it was the last coffee on earth. She'd gotten my name wrong. Again. But I could forgive small mistakes. Esme was pretty hot, long golden blonde hair and a pretty smile. An oversized jacket over a band tee and jeans, like she'd just walked straight out of a 2000s rom-com. Man, she was so hot. Her boobs were kind of small though. She gestured with her hands a lot, telling me her life story, which I didn't really care about. But she was hot, and this was purely just a hookup thing. She said so herself. I expected maybe a hotel, but Esme wanted coffee, so I had to deal with this woman talking about her stupid cat for another hour. Isn't he just the cutest? She laughed. His name is Hikaru. I raised a brow, sipping on my coffee. What does that mean? It's from my favorite show. She laughed, leaning on her chin, head cocked. So hot. This girl knew how to flirt, but she was playing hard to get. What happened to that message from her? That was the sole reason why I was taking a chance on a mid-tier woman. I studied her, leaning back in my chair. Her face was doing all the heavy lifting. Find out what happens next in part 2. I'd met women who were good in bed though. What's your favorite show? Esme asked. I noticed she'd pocketed her phone. Probably realized I didn't care about her cat. I blinked. I don't watch TV. Oh, Esme cocked her head. Well, do you have any hobbies? Going to the gym? I shrugged. That's all I do, man. Esme's smile didn't falter. Did you have a girlfriend before me? Well, yeah, I said. Obviously. She thought I was a virgin? Do you want to get out of here? Esme shrugged. Sounds good. She stood, grabbing her sequin bag. Do you want to go back to my place? I live close to here. She winked. I have a roommate, but he's like never conscious. I was choking on the word, yes, when Esme's eyes widened, her lip curled. Oh my god, babe, are you okay? She pulled out a tissue and swiped my nose. I pressed my fingers to my nose. Fuck. I didn't realize I was bleeding. Panic slipped down my spine, but I pushed it away. It's just one date. I can deal with one date. I swipe at my nose quickly. Yeah, I laugh, just a nosebleed. Despite my own reassurances, when I get up, I can't help but glance at my chair. Find out what happens next in part 3. Esme grins. Why don't we go then? I follow her to the door. I don't expect her hand to find mine. She's warm, her fingers entangling with mine. By the time we're in her car, I'm super horny, and we're already making out. Esme's a great kisser, but I'm far too aware of her pristine white car seats. Esme leads, climbing onto my lap, her lips already nibbling at my neck. But I can't stop thinking about the white car seats. Esme. I gasp out when her hands start to pull at my shirt. I gently shove her off of me, hyper aware of the sudden rush between my legs. Can we go to your place? I make it up, because telling her the truth is so embarrassing. I want you, like right now, I huff, my cheeks smoldering. But why don't we wait until we're in bed? Esme's expression is bewildered, but she nods. You're cute, she teases. I smile back, but I can't stop checking my seat. When we get to Esme's place, I rush to the bathroom and check my pants. Nothing. I check them again, just to be sure. Still nothing. Just to be sure, I shower quickly and use the restroom, twice. I freshen up, spritzing myself with cologne, and give myself one last once-over. Find out what happens next in part 4. Robbie? Esme called from the bedroom. Coming, I yelled back. The sex was great. Maybe Esme was better than an average hookup. We fell asleep, awkwardly spooning, and I felt content, happy. Maybe that weird stuff that happened wasn't going to happen again. Esme woke me up, though, in the middle of the night, screaming. I woke to sticky warmth enveloping me and a sick feeling in my gut. Oh my god. Esme was sitting up in bed, staring, horrified, at the giant red patch on the sheets. Her gaze followed it, to me, to my boxers soaked in blood. What the fuck? She shrieked. What the actual fuck? I jumped out of bed, my cheeks burning, eyes stinging. I didn't mean to. I managed to choke out. I grabbed for her bloodied sheets, and she shoved me back. Get out, she snarled, squeaking, horrified at the bloodstains all over her. You're disgusting. I'll clean them, I said. Look, it's not my fault. Get out, she screamed. Ew, I gave up, dropping the bloody sheets. I didn't even bother changing, pulling on my jeans. I felt disgusting, a wet, squishy sensation making my gut twist. Find out what happens next in part 5. I left Esme's place, shivering. My phone vibrated while I was calling an Uber. Christy, my ex. Hey babe. Her voice was sing-song. How was the date? I didn't respond. A shiver crept down my spine as a thin trickle of red slid from my nose, then my ears. I swiped it away, but my mouth filled with warmth, choking me. I spat blood everywhere, my legs giving way. Sue, do you remember a few months back when I had my period in your bed by accident? Christy hummed. Do you still think it was my fault, Robbie? Follow for more horror stories.